Is it working now? Hey, all right. We are back for the moment. We're going to have Aviator's newest COO step up to the batter's box and put on the headset and tell us a little bit about what they've been going on. Now, as I understand it, Kristen, here, most of the changes have been revolving around your job title, not so much your job duties, as you've been running this place a fair bit already so far, the last couple of years. But now they officially put it on your job title. Is that right?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's, so COO,
COO. Yeah.
Chief Operations.
Yeah.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
glad to hear that they recognized all the hard work you've been putting in.
Ah, well, thanks, man. I'm excited to do it. I've been joking with everybody that when I started, I've basically worked my way up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Customer service, helping with student signups, and I've done everything but turn wrenches.
Okay,
So not fixing any engines anytime soon, but I can definitely get you signed up to fly.
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Such a cool thing. Like being here, you see all levels of pilots, right?
Absolutely.
And for so many years, my piece has been helping people take that journey, like just to get started,
Right.
right? Like,
Yeah. You start by taking the phone calls from people who have only ever had the dream of flying, and
right.
you take them through getting their own equipment and getting trained
Yeah.
and leaving Aviator after 2 weeks flushed with success. But then that's the last you see them.
Yeah. Yeah. I get like this whole life cycle of this like journey of pilots, right? Like that's what I kind of become addicted to that, right? Like you see a person walk in to the class and they're a little bit anxious, unsure, and by the end of class, they are completely lit up and excited, and they have accomplished something extremely cool. And they kind of set out in this new chapter of life, and I got to be a part of that. Our team gets to be a part of that, and it's addicting to watch like what happens, and then their story unfolds, and you get these updates, and they'll call you and send you pictures, and it's awesome. We have
Have you seen some Aviator alumni this week then?
I have seen a lot of alumni, and it's really cool. From 2 months ago pilots to 5 years ago pilots. It's pretty cool, yeah. And they're all still out here, and they come to say hi, and they do cool things with their friends.
That's what we're all here for to some degree or another.
Yeah, yeah. And, it's like the fly-ins are this community, right? Like, we finally get to see each other. You're flying alone or you're flying with your friend group back home. But here, you get to see everyone in the community and, you know, make more friends, make new friends, and listen to their stories of where they've been flying the last year. And, you know,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Find some new places to put on your list of places to fly.
Right, right. And then,
That's
they come here, hey, I haven't seen you in a year. And then they encourage each other to go out and fly together. And, they get to fly here. And then they stay connected. And I've always been big on that, like just creating these connections with people. That feels really good, And then now, Aviator, I get to help the team continue to do that. And
this event is a testament to the community that Paramotor builds
oh, yeah,
and the connections that are made
absolutely.
and the people that fly in and they're using their friends' gear, their neighbors' gear, because there's more motors than there are pilots here, I think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And the camaraderie when you get to know people. Yeah, here, go ahead, borrow my aircraft.
Right. Come fly my wing. Don't break it.
Yeah, that's is one of these events. They end up to be proving grounds
Yeah.
where people can fly gear that they don't normally. So uh,
Yeah.
there's a new icon taking off right now. That's the newest wing from BGD.
Mhm.
Uh, And then I understand you guys have a bunch of demo wings that
Yeah.
you're letting folks try.
Yeah, so we have come to the fly-in this year representing Ozone, and basically we've brought every wing that we own and allowed the community to come up and demo a wing. So if you're here at Bad Apples, come visit us at the booth, and you get to demo a wing for free, which is pretty cool. Sign a form, demo a wing for an hour. For anything from a beginner wing. So if you're a new pilot, you can come and try a wing, and if you're an advanced pilot, you can come and try something new. So, yeah.
Right, yeah. I just saw somebody race off with the new Free Ride 2.
Yeah.
Excited to go fly it and see
Yeah.
what it would do.
We've had a lot of pilots come by to do the Roadster 4.
I think we've got a couple of local, looks like a bunch of the Aviator instructors have
Yeah.
taken off, and you've
Yeah.
got some mechanics. You guys brought a full crew here.
We
Full
did.
squad of instructors and office staff. You
Yeah.
took this as a full opportunity for a work event.
Oh, yeah, totally. We
So-
packed up everybody and come here and hang out. We brought mechanics. Like you said, Mike just took off on the Spider 3, which he loves. He's like in the Roadster too, though. Like he's got
Also,
this.
yeah.
Also, sorry, yes, also. Roadster 4 is what we're talking about. But he's been going between the two now. And in the end of summer, if everything goes well, we will probably have a Spider 4.
Oh, a Spider 4.
Yeah.
They just came out with the Roadster 4. That's been a heck of a great trip. A lot of folks are flying that, loving it.
Yeah.
And Spider 4. Oh, what do you know about that?
It's
Is it still a little hush under wraps? We know it's coming, but
right.
we don't have all the details.
Exactly. It's coming. It's in testing, and hopefully, if everything goes well, there's no delays. Then the production continues. But Ozone, they can't do anything until it has passed all of these tests. Right? They're known for the in-depth testing that they do on these wings prior to bringing them to the market. So,
okay.
Hold your breath, cross your fingers, and we might have a cool new wing at the end of the summer.
They go through all the rigors of the paragliding testing and ensuring that the wing meets specs for safety and handling it.
Yeah.
Do you know what other tests those new wings undergo that can be a months and years long process?
It's definitely a year long or so process. And then prior to it going to testing, usually they've got their designers like Emmy. They'll test out wings and make these tweaks along the way. And then once they've got a solid way forward, that wing is the one they'll submit for testing, and we end up with this cool wing at the end of all of that. So they just bring their visions to life. Oh.
And we get a new Vido pilot taking off
New
there,
Vido.
along with Mr. Mateos.
Mr. Mateos. That's so cool. This is the first time I've got to see him fly in person. I usually watch the live streams when he's on competing, so this is really cool. It's like effortless takeoffs and landings. It's incredible.
I think we've lost some of the gusts that we had earlier this afternoon because it appears that just looking at the foot drags and how much work people have to do to stay in a consistent foot drag, that the weather must be improving.
It is absolutely improving. I am seeing our very own Jillian laying out a tandem wing, which means it's conditions to fly the new nomadic trike.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee is right. That's a big part of why we're here this weekend, is to launch our new trike in the Limitless platform. So the next big adventure is a tandem trike that is beefy, durable, ready to fly in that like backcountry type terrain, man. So it's like sturdy, and so she is getting ready to take. It looks like they're about to go up on a tandem on that. So it's got the Cosmos 300 on it. It's actually a very similar setup to the trike that Tucker is giving away, which is happening tomorrow here live.
Oh, that's going to be an exciting event.
Absolutely.
So we've got a few hours yet to go and buy our swag, try and get our entries in.
Yeah, get an entry in, and then tomorrow between 3 and 5 Eastern, Tucker is going to do a drawing, and you get to take home the final prototype of the Nomadic. It's kind of cool because it was signed by the team that tested it, so you get a little piece of our design history.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah. Oh, we got a little accident going on there. Got a little excited.
Here come Mateos and the other team pilot coming in.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Check
that's
that
a lot
out.
of water splish splashing. Here it comes.
They're doing it.
Don't do it. Oh, perfect.
Professional.
Just right for the camera.
Absolutely.
Give it just a little bit, but if it's your first one, you don't go for the full length of the lake.
Right. Not a full commit.
That's all right. It's better to go in with lots of speed, head to the little.
Right. This is the good part where you start seeing so many wings in the sky, you don't know where to look, but you know whatever you land on, it's going to be good in some way.
Wow. There's
Yeah.
a lot of pilots in the air.
A ton.
It is a Friday night. Folks have been itching all day waiting for the weather to settle down.
Yeah.
And now the rowdiest part of all of this is the wake turbulence from the other wings that are already in the air.
Right. Keep your head on a swivel, guys. Ooh, it's exciting. Looks like Johnson Q is setting up to fly. So we've got 2 Ozone team pilots sitting right next to each other here. Johnson's going to foot launch. Jill's going to do the tandem. It's pretty cool. I like.
Oh, we got a lot of trikes out
Oh yeah.
doing taxi practice, and it's there are navigational tasks out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of pilots that are miles from the LZ, but a lot of times folks just revel in the chaos that is 40 pilots all circling the pattern together.
Yeah.
Just witnessing what you're part of is spectacular.
Right?
We've got Brennan, he's at the end of the pond controlling the camera, and he is getting a lot of great shots as people come and take off right in front of him. And we've got shots a little bit overhead from the whole field of view. Oh boy, here they come again for another circle.
He's got a good one. This is
That's
where the
solid.
action is happening here.
Oh, there he goes. His first one was just a quick touch. Getting a little bit more confident. Couple goes
nice.
around.
That's a nice looking wing too, that Viterazzi wing. The design, that custom wing.
Rossi designed their own custom wing.
Yeah, that's a service that Ozone offers. You can customize your wings, and it looks like that one has the Viterazzi logo on it.
Oh.
We'll have to check that one out again, get a good look at it.
Well, I think they'll make a few more passes from us.
For sure. The Pond Vision is where the action is right now, though. Pond Vision, the Pond camera.
We got Brad Roper coming in. We were talking to him earlier. He was, I think, the first one of the evening. Ooh,
He
little
usually
bumps
is.
and lumps.
Oh yeah. He's Mr. Adventure.
He is. He loves flying all sorts of places and interesting
Yeah.
situations.
I like hearing the stories.
It's amazing things about pilots. They tend to be more interesting people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting is a creative way of saying weird.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a given, right? Yeah. They're
well,
all a little quirky. That's usually what we
ooh,
like to
that's a
say.
good-
Everyone's got their little
They've
quirks
got character.
in paramotor. Yeah,
They're colorful characters
exactly.
of all shapes.
That's a nice looking wing. A little Piper.
I think that might be the new Piper 2
Oh.
that ITV released recently. I had a chance to fly it. It's a real fun wing. You can throw it around. You can fly straight, hands off for a bit. You can go upside down. It's just designed to give you a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we've got a Luna coming into the pond now.
Right.
Clean double foot drag, no shoes.
No shoes.
That's the beautiful thing about Bad Apples is conditions to fly with no shoes are
Right.
just fabulous.
This is that field. Mr. Hodges takes fantastic care of this place.
Paramotor Field of Dreams.
Oh, there goes Jill doing the tandem.
Look at all of those wings set up to take off.
Right.
Man, that's a lot of brakes, Johnson.
A lot of brakes. We're going to reset that and start over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wing came up and then it came down.
Check
That'll
out
happen.
the pond vision right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
10.
That looks like Whitney leading the pack there.
Oh, that was Miss Whitney Harkey flying by with pond drag. So that would be David Taylor
On the Viper
XC
XC,
behind her.
right?
So
Whitney
I
on the
expect
Sirocco.
We'll see them for another pass in a minute or two, I expect.
Absolutely. It's looking good out there.
All right.
Here he goes
there
again.
goes Johnson Q on his Viper XC. You can see those wiglets that help stabilize the wing and reduce oscillations.
Right. Locks it in.
Nice big trike coming in here. Lovely touch and go.
I just like seeing all these cool wing designs. Lots of custom wings.
Johnson Q on a Scout? We'll have to ask him. I haven't seen him fly it lately, but
I haven't.
I've also watched that man buy and sell wings like a kid in a candy store. So
Absolutely.
he's one of those pilots who likes to test everything and make changes to everything he is flying.
He's fascinating. Fun fact, I met Johnson Q in 2018, and he was one of my instructors when I learned to fly.
No way.
Yeah, yeah. He filmed my first flight.
That's very cool.
It's pretty cool. I always have a good spot for him. He's a good dude.
That is one of the cool things about this sport is the instructors become part of your family after you graduate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, we got a tandem launching here.
Ooh.
Going up for discovery flights. There's a lot of folks who aren't even pilots. If you take off and you look up, you'll see cars parked all alongside the edge of the road, and a lot of friends and family who don't fly but just come for the spectacle.
Yeah, they want to see what's going on.
And for a lot of those folks who don't fly themselves yet, the tandem is an excellent chance to get some hands-on experience.
Oh yeah, it's that entry point to see if you can hang, right? If you like it. Ooh, pond
Double
cam.
foot drag,
I'm
legs
telling you,
back.
that's it.
Who that be?
Ooh, spicy. I like it. Good question of the evening is: are we going to see Tom go in the water?
You mean Tom Parajet, who went into the water in 2 consecutive years?
Yeah, this is like a tradition. So I don't know. Do we need like a poll?
I don't know if anybody's going to volunteer to give a motor again this year after the last couple of years.
We can't stop him. He brings his own motors every year to the fly-in.
Oh, well then that's fine.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants with his motors.
Yeah.
That dust is from a big old combine in the background working on the field.
Yeah.
The agriculture fields are a great place to give you some room to explore and fly low without having to worry about landing in the trees in the event of a motor out.
Right. The corn is a little softer. Some beautiful places to fly around here.
I love all the colors.
Yes.
There's so many. There are stock colors for every wing and manufacturer, but the ability to design your own, give it that custom flair.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's smooth.
Woo. The custom wing process is one of my favorites. And we had a trike student a couple months ago that owns a cattle farm, and his wing, first I've ever seen, but it has a giant cow head on the underside of the wing. You can't miss it.
All right. Well, I'll keep my eyes out
It's
for
a
the cow wing.
38 Triox.
Good size.
Yeah, 38.
That's a big.
Yeah.
It's a lot of meters of lift. Is
Yeah.
that big enough for tandems?
It is big enough for tandems. It is the wing that we use for tandems back in Lake Wales.
Yeah, I was speaking with Emily Plack of Ozone about the Triax earlier. They said that was their first wing with winglets, trying to get some additional stability for those trikes.
Yeah, and it succeeded in that mission. We used the Triox, the original Triox, to allow students to feel the get their first experience, you know, holding the brakes and feeling these oscillations. We can't do that so much with the Triox 2 because of the winglets. It locks it in and it's so stable, you don't get as much of that.
It doesn't oscillate
It
enough
does
to give
not.
the students that experience.
Right, so now it's just a fun flight for the students that come through. So.
Okay, so on a discovery flight, what sorts of things will you learn?
So down with us, you'll learn a little bit about the program if you're interested in flying. You are going up with one of our instructors.
Oh boy,
Ooh.
that was a deep foot drag. Those
Pause
got down in there
on the
for a
pond
minute.
vision. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Woo! This is good. But yeah, if you come to Lake Wales and get a tandem, you're going to learn about the program. You're going to learn. Usually, you're going to get your first taste of flight.
Through part of the tandem flights that every new pilot gets.
Yeah. So you do get one in class. That's usually one of the first things we want to do is get you up in the air,
Right.
so you know what to expect. But we do have a lot of people that just come through for fun flights and they want to know more about the sport. So we get to educate them and tell them about what we do. And
Yeah, you can buy a tandem flight for a friend or a loved one or as a birthday gift to come out and experience the air.
right, and yeah, just get some education on what it is we're doing, you know.
It looks like there's a couple of folks with smoke systems out there. Fogs up the camera and
Sure does.
then wings appear. Oh,
That
doesn't
did not
sound good. What was
sound
that?
very good there.
That sounded like a propeller impacted something it wasn't supposed to.
No.
That pilot still launched. He still took off. He's still climbing.
Still
so
looking around. I can see, yeah, they're checking what's going on up there, so let's hope it is safe. And they are safe. Oh, it's wildlife out here, isn't it? Got a lot of wildlife going on out here, man.
That's an accurate description.
From the bugs to the people.
Good.
Woo!
Nice little foot drag on that launch. There's a big old PPC. That's an entirely different wing design and shape.
Yeah, totally.
Different flight mechanics entirely. That's Kelly. He's another aviator instructor. It's one of those, I don't recognize everybody, but the folks I fly with back in Lake Wales,
You know them.
they develop their own styles.
Yeah.
We were talking Brad Roper earlier. He's got a style that's often easy to pick out of a crowd.
Oh, you know it's him every time. Yeah, Kelly's a good dude. He's one of the ones that came through training as came to us as a student and
Never left.
never left. It happens. He's just okay. I can't pick favorites. Sorry about that. Can't do that. They're all awesome.
Conditions have definitely settled down. Pilots are feeling real comfortable in the air.
Looks a lot smoother.
So a wonderful night to be out of doors.
Yeah, it's a good way to spend the Friday night. Woo.
Let's see, green helmet, that's Chris Byler.
Oh
another
man, Byler's
instructor.
going up.
He came all the way down from Pennsylvania and made himself quite a trip.
Yeah. He's been on some good adventures too. I like watching his stories.
He's introspective.
All over the country in the vans. It's van life, right? He's one of those guys.
Hands up.
Oh yeah. Man, I never know where to look. So much going on.
Looks like we've got another American flag that'll probably come into view for us in a minute or so.
Yeah.
Wait for the camera.
Well, hello everyone.
It's special
What's up?
today. How we doing, everybody back home?
Yeah. This is so cool. This is a great fly-in, man. I love being here.
One of the top fly-ins every year.
And it seems to be getting bigger every year.
I don't know how. I don't know how. The field hasn't gotten any bigger, but there's more people here for sure.
Where are we putting all of them?
I don't know.
They've got such a good setup here now, though.
Yeah,
the
they
team
put
that's
in
planning.
additional power boxes for
Yeah.
your RVs.
Yeah.
Water outlets so folks can shower off after a hot day. You bring your camper, you plug right in, and some folks have been here for 2 weeks.
Oh man, yeah. By the time the fly-in starts, they've already got their flying in, so they just get to go socialize.
Oh, don't frontal that wing.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
Whoa! Oh, that was a great shot.
Ooh. I'm telling you.
Oh, that was aggressive.
You know what I noticed this year? The Helix pond.
Helix team.
Yeah. I'm thinking they are ready to...
Oh,
we heard that.
Heard that from without the cameras. Who be that?
Got away safely. Woo.
Tip touch, that's a new icon. It is rolly wing. It's supposed to be rolly.
Absolutely.
But he also lost a little bit of speed and altitude after that wing tip touch, so he came down a little hard.
Yeah. Handled it well.
Pilots everywhere. And everybody brings unique flair. I see a couple of different flags that have been flying, a couple of different tails that are out there.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that might be Kelly swooping in. He likes to come in hot and heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Kelly. He's Mr. Only Butt Fans. He's been making those new headsets that folks have been in love with lately.
Oh, yeah, they're awesome. We use them on our tandem setups.
Okay, so you can talk to the students.
Yeah, it's great. He's on the...
This evening.
Yeah.
He's been test flying a couple of different wings at the Aviator home base, getting a feel for what he's going to be flying.
Right, right. They get to fly all of the stuff that we have, which is nice. So they get a lot of experience with a lot of different wings. So they're really valuable resources. They love to talk about paramotor.
Yeah.
Right?
And because they have all that experience, they're a great help with new students trying to decide what gear to purchase.
Exactly.
So I know a lot of folks spend a lot of time and a lot of hours fretting about their purchase and what they're going to do when they decide they're going to fly paramotor. And the easy answer is talk to your instructor.
The easy answer is do not buy gear if ahead of time. I think over the last 6 years of answering phones and helping students, that's probably one of the top 3 things that we talk about.
Yeah.
Is gear before class, or what do I need to do before I get to class? And it's get in shape and be ready to work hard, you know.
Kiting is difficult when you start.
Ooh.
Big old American flag.
America.
Weighted
See the
down.
flag flying. But yes, I do tell people, probably one of the hardest things you will do in paramotor is your training. After that, it's a little easier if you pay attention and listen to your instructors. But be prepared to work hard for those first few weeks.
That Dave Taylor coming in on that blue Viper XC.
Woo!
Getting a little splashy.
DT.
Barefoot.
Oh, man.
Oh, nope. We got shoes.
No,
we
he's got the shoes. Professional, man. Oh, look at this green.
That's a custom color for sure.
It sure is.
Gosh, that's pretty.
I have also heard that there will be a new color coming out from Ozone soon on the fabric, so that'll be fun to see. I don't even know what this is yet, but heard. Oh man, there's Kelly again.
Right
Round
at the
2.
Cameraman, right at the cameraman.
On the pond, barefoot.
He does fly a lot with Brennan, who's behind that camera at the end of the pond. So that's one of the guys that Brennan can trust to hold the shot before he has to deck.
Right, it's the guys you can trust. Get to have a little more fun.
Those smoke systems are always a popular choice.
Wow.
You could really give people a sense of what the wing is doing when you're doing corkscrews and barrel rolls through the air. It's always a fan favorite.
Oh, yeah. Check that out. Got a
Loud
trike
hands.
coming in here. Is that James Sutherland?
He's out there somewhere.
He's out there somewhere.
Definitely flying.
Shout out to Charlie Soap. He's one of the sponsors this year, right?
Is he? I would put
I
it
feel
past
like
him.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh, that's the Icon prototype.
That is a
all-white
prototype.
wing. That was the wing that Naveed called TP.
The TP.
The TP,
Okay.
the all
Yeah,
white.
yeah.
Yep.
It is the Incognito prototype.
It's undercover. There were not many people who knew what it was or who manufactured it. We
Right.
just knew it was a special piece of gear out there being developed for the future down at Lake Wells there.
Man, it's so cool. That's also part of the draw to these fly-ins is, you know, you're going to have gear here that people are testing. So you get to be a part of this process. You get to witness some of this stuff with these test pilots.
I'm excited. There's a Dudex Snake version 4 sitting behind me.
Oh, here we go on the pond. Look, that's AJ going.
AJ
He is a
going.
former aviator instructor.
And still knows how to fly.
Still knows how to fly, yeah. He's flying a Limitless on his free ride. He loves that free ride, man. I think he wore out the first one. Had to get a second.
I mean, I wore out my first Viper 5 and had to get a second.
You
Flipping
sure
with the
did.
same wing.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at this. Women pilots, man.
Absolutely.
I'm noticing the uptake in that. I think that's so cool. You know, Jillian talks about that, how she wants more women in the sport, and it's nice seeing it out here at the fly-in. More and more women out here every year, so
Right.
it's really cool.
Is there anything Aviator does to encourage women to fly with them?
Well, we do have several women on staff. I don't know if we go above and beyond quite yet to advertise specifically to women, but
You've got some of your lead instructors, Jillian and Whitney Horkey,
Correct.
who attract business all of their own.
right. And usually the request that we get when women do call us asking about training, they do like to know if there is a woman there that can teach them. It feels a little bit more comforting. So it's encouraging to them, and
Some
they
of the
help get in the
fears and
sport.
Concerns might resonate a little bit more with your instructor.
Right, absolutely.
Do we have Brennan interviewing that recent tandem pilot? Okay. Who's that orange? That orange wing is, I think that's Leah Catullo.
Oh,
She's got,
I wouldn't
the
doubt it.
Viper XC. I know I saw her gearing up a little bit earlier. I was hoping to get her talking to us.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, so we have Whitney and Jill, and then inadvertently, you know, we end up training like Kelly Stanley's wife.
Yeah.
We got Nikki Fly-In.
The
We've
wife.
had a really cool group of women come through in the recent years. We like to see their posts. You know, we like to see actually all the posts from the community in general. You know, you tag the school that you fly with. Normally, you'll get reposted and help the community grow, right?
Absolutely.
That's really what I think all of us want, is more visibility for paramotor in general.
Most of the PR is good PR.
Right.
Especially in the U.S. where the rules give us such a fantastic opportunity to fly down at pond height. What are we after here, darling?
A little more hearing. I can't hear you very well.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I'll
let's
just talk to myself, though. It's fine.
We'll
But
bury that microphone up against the mustache. How's that?
right? No. I'll just go on and on.
Well, that's what we're doing tonight.
We'll just chat. I don't mind. We'll talk about wings all night.
That scout, he's
Ooh.
he's getting it dialed in, but he's also going a little bit deep in there. Makes me a little nervous.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that if you're water foot dragging and you find yourself adding brake, that's a good time to add power and leave.
And leave. Get on up out of there.
Water has a sneaky way of slowing the pilot down without them realizing it.
It'll sneak up on you.
You're adding brake because the water is really drag heavy in a way that the ground isn't. But it doesn't feel that way when you're on it. Until you find yourself grabbing more brake, pull a little bit more brake, and then all of a sudden, there's not enough brake left to get you back up into the air.
And then you go for a little swim.
Yep, it's all about airspeed.
Right. Oh, here we go.
And wind control.
On the pond cam. Who is that?
Quiet your hands.
Let's figure out who that is. Is it? No, I don't know if that was Leah. I don't know. Ozone Team Pilot.
Another custom colored wing.
Oh, yeah.
There, nice and clean. Whee! Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize there were stakes at the end of the pond. That's what's getting people to go up and over.
Right.
Not run into the cameraman.
Yeah, don't do that. Yes, please. So we're getting demo returns.
ITV. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Matt Minyard we're zooming in on here.
Oh.
He loves that AWOC.
Yeah.
And he's usually mighty crispy when it comes to the foot drag. Look at that clean,
Oh, man.
consistent.
Smooth.
He was shaping that foot drag as he came in.
Yeah.
That's a sign of a pilot who's got their wing control and throttle control dialed
Confidence.
in.
Absolutely confident in what they're doing. I love this. Check out the trike coming through.
Trike after trike. Look
Yeah.
at that. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, on this.
That same feller.
Oh, boy.
The same feller. He's having a lot of fun
This is-
tonight on that Scout.
This is right. Add brake
That's what
and
I
add
have
that power.
seen. I have seen folks do 20 passes on that pond because it's just a riot, and it's something very few places that you can do safely.
Right, right.
This is about the safest environment that we have available with folks standing by on the sidelines. We've got multiple EMT vehicles just here
Right.
off of the flight line watching everything that's going on.
The Bad Apples staff is awesome. They take good care of the people. And you're right, they're ready to act at a moment's notice if there is any incident.
This is not their first rodeo.
Absolutely not.
Gorgeous flights.
Yeah. That's a nice looking one. What is that? The wasabi?
There was very little foot dragging on that, but it was smooth and consistent,
Right.
which is the perfect place to practice. You know,
Sure.
you can be ground or water adjacent, practicing the exact same skills that you need for when you decide you are going to touch down. so many pilots in a row.
Right.
I worry about the rotor from the pilots before affecting them as they come in. This is likely Kyle Mooney giving us a water ski here.
Right, on the teepee.
Yep. On the first version of the Icon.
Looking good out there, man.
Oh, don't stab too much with those hands. Smooth and consistent.
Right.
You're just getting that altitude where you want it and holding it there.
That one's a little low in the back there. Whee! Getting a little taste of that. Let's hit some power. Safely get on out of there, man.
Oh, boy. The harder they work at it, the more likely there is a chance of it not to go well.
Yeah. Oh, that's
going to give us the full S turns.
Oh, yeah.
It's an evolution of the same foot drag that you can do when you start learning. It's a maneuver that's perfect for beginners who are getting good at throttle control and wing control, doing foot drags on the ground, not on the water.
Right.
But you can also make that foot drag incredibly difficult to the degree that it's an expert maneuver.
Right. We just had another instructor take off for us. That was Byler heading up into the sky.
Oh, there's Nick Fazikis. He put a toe down in there. He got a good old drag with that.
Yeah, he did.
I like that a lot better. He's probably wetter, but earlier he was putting wheels in it. He was putting up quite a splash.
Man, it's so just visually dynamic. It's all interesting.
We see a lot of pilots are staying close to the shore. It is shallower there. It does reduce the risk even further.
Good
Just
stuff.
a delight to watch.
Good stuff.
And that farm field's about ready for planting down in that background.
Yeah.
That combine's still working. He'll have that field finished before nightfall, I think.
Yeah. There's somebody landing on the Roadster 4. That's the 20 meter. Did you know they started making that in a 20? That's kind of exciting. They used to only make that in the Spider 3, so it's a smaller size. It's awesome for smaller pilots.
Okay.
Yeah. Size range.
Yeah, it might be tailored to more of that women audience you were mentioning, who are generally on the lighter side.
Absolutely. It's accessible. I like that. They're making it more accessible for everyone.
Yeah, that's Mr. Bidyard. He's a big salesman for Piper Wings. He's been flying.
He's the Piper dude, right?
He's been flying that style for many years, as long as I've known him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a prop. If you can hear that, that is a prop that is not one piece the way it's supposed to be.
The good sound.
That was Nick Fazikis there. He got a little deep.
Yeah, we're going to bring that in. I think he's going to come right on in.
Yeah, he's going to land there. Not exactly where his camp is set up, but when you've got something that goes wrong, you can usually tell.
Oh, yeah.
And that was something we were able to hear over the sound of our own voices.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is not something that is limited to only trike pilots. I myself had a spontaneous prop disintegration during a water foot drag. It's the mass of the water that you're kicking up, hitting a propeller that's traveling a significant proportion of the speed of sound.
Right.
And
I think very quickly you learn the sounds that you need to stay away from, or that are alerting you to danger while you're flying.
I haven't heard any lines hitting propellers this evening, which has been a good noise.
Also a fortunate thing.
A lot of success here this week.
Listen, I'm actually excited that there is, I don't know, I'm not even going to say it out loud. This is a good evening, but we're just going to move on and hope that it stays that way. Oh, yeah.
So what's making this foot drag all the more difficult is that when you turn, you're changing how much lift the wing has. But he's maintaining his altitude, which means he's keeping his lift the same, even though the wing isn't providing the same amount of lift when it's at different angles like that.
Right.
So it adds an extra level of wing and throttle control that you got to work together.
These are just skill sets, right? You're just working and continuing
Here
to
we've
do
got
it
a big
progress.
old PPC.
Ooh, there's
That's
a
got a
PPC.
different wing shape. They actually fly more like a parachute.
Oh yeah, that's like the totally
Bouncy,
different
bouncy.
system, right? You just lay that thing out and
Yep.
squeeze power
They've
and
been-
go.
They were busy all the way back into the 80s. That's a wood propeller.
Oh man, wood
They
propeller.
predated paraglider paramotor technology, modified the old jumping parachutes to provide lift. It's a lot more of a brute force method, but the technology at the time was what they had available.
Right, you do what you can when you fly with what you can. That's awesome.
Generally, those PPCs are certified aircraft, so they are safer.
Yeah.
In that they've got
Absolutely.
engines that have been tested and approved by the FAA.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh man.
We got a Ryan Eckenhauer getting ready to take off. Minyard doing
Vineyard
his
is just showing them how it's done.
things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing like a fly-in to show the other pilots around what you can do.
Right.
And as a result of having those other pilots watching, you might push to do something you might not otherwise and end up with a little bit of damage. But we've got folks here who are able to fix spars and nets and cages and replace lines. It really isn't to flying unless somebody's working on something with their motor or the gear.
Right. Oh, look, see, we got more alumni walking by. It's cool. People saying hello.
Chris Byler with the foot drag.
Oh, yeah.
Looking
You always
mighty
know it's
clean
him. He's
with
got the
that free
bright yellow
ride.
helmet.
And he's picked some beautiful custom colors this last couple of wings.
Yeah, he has. Whitney sliding on in here.
We've got Whitney done with her flight for the evening. Drop down. Look at
Yes.
that custom color Whitney with the Limitless.
Oh, yeah.
Whitney is probably going to jump in here and chat with us for a few minutes so I can go
Absolutely.
flying yet this evening.
Yeah, awesome. Woo. She's got that pretty purple frame powder coated.
Is that something that Aviator offers, or is that a one-off kind of thing?
Oh, no, we offer it. If you decide to do a limitless frame, we can powder coat it any color that you want. We work with a company that's got thousands of choices, and if you can wait a couple weeks, we can get you a frame of the color of your dreams.
That's fabulous.
It's kind of cool, right?
Johnson Q, back on the ground. We might be able to sit down and chat with him.
Oh, yeah. You want to call on in? Oh, yeah, he wants to. Let's have him sit down.
Boy.
Yeah, we need to talk to him 1 second. I'll be back to chat later.
All right.
Awesome.
Sounds good. We'll be here for you.
Perfect. Bye.
Thank you, Kristen, very much. The new COO at Aviator Paramotor, giving us some rundown on what the school's been up to lately and giving us some rundowns on the pilots as her instructors make their trips through. Coming up, we have Johnson Q. If you viewers online don't know who Johnson Q is, we'll get you caught up to speed here in a minute. He's known to just about every pilot at Bad Apples here. He's one of those guys who's been in this sport in a number of capacities. Johnson, you want to introduce yourself for the crowd at all?
Hello, my name is Johnson Q. Some of you may know me as Class Q Airspace on various, mostly Instagram. And just happy to be here. This is my third Bad Apples, and we're just having a good time.
That's awesome. I was speaking with somebody earlier. I think it was Kristen who was saying you were her instructor.
I was not her direct instructor, although I have known Kristen for a very long time. She's been a great friend of mine, and I do have one very memorable tandem flight with her back in the day when I was coming down to visit, and she was in the early stages of her flying career. So,
Okay.
an instructor in a way.
Gotcha. All right. And one of the things that I know you for is getting your hands on every variant of gear and doing nothing but metal with it. Is that are you a tinkerer by nature?
I could be called a tinkerer by nature. Mostly, when it comes to gear, the manufacturers do such a good job that there's not much I really want to tinker with as much as I want to taste everything first. So I want to know, okay, what were they thinking when they built this? What can it do for me? And what do I want to learn from it before I start pushing my opinions onto it?
Okay. Okay. So what are you
Ooh.
working on formulating an opinion on now?
Right now, I am getting used to my new race frame, which is a Ares 260 engine mounted on a frame that I'm not used to, and it is going to be, hopefully, this season's race machine for me.
Okay.
So I've kind of stepped up over the years from Moster to a Factory R to this last event in Spain gave me a 202 to play with. 303 was in there, and then now we're up from 25 to 28 to 33 to 42 horsepower. And I don't want to say that's going to give me an advantage because I, again, have to learn it before I can really add my opinions to it. But more power, more speed, faster in the corners, shrink my lap times by a bit. So I'll be close to an equal playing field when it comes to the big boys in slalom now.
Okay. Okay. Now, normally when we tell new pilots that power is not speed, power is climb.
Correct.
But that's a little bit different, you're saying, in the slalom world?
So in slalom, yes, your maximum speed flying flat and level is still dictated by the wing. However, slalom courses have gotten so fast and tight over the years that they've decided to shrink the course so it's less about who has the fastest top speed in the straight line and much more in the corners. So you're often spending sometimes less than half a fraction of a thought in the straights before you're in the next corner.
Sure.
Now, when you're
sure.
climbing, you add power, your wing pitches up. When you're sideways and the wing pitches around, the faster you can pitch when you're sideways around a corner, the faster you are cornering that pylon. So the
See-
more power you squeeze in the corners, the tighter that corner is going to be. The tighter that corner be, the smaller the radius, the shorter the distance, the faster you're going to be.
Okay, well, that's fantastic. And I imagine when you're going straight sideways, that wing doesn't have nearly as much lift either. So you need that power to stay up in the air when you're going sideways.
Remarkably, these wings do kind of an amazing job. They sort of don't care which way they're facing. So if you're still kind of like sitting on the ground looking at it, yeah, your wing is tilted at 89.9 degrees. So you have that 0.1 degrees making all the lift you need to keep you off the ground. All the rest of that lift vector is giving you cornering speed.
That's cool. Then you launch out of that corner and head for the next pylon.
Correct. And therefore, actually, one of the big pieces right there is that in that corner, you have so much energy. Just like you're probably used to seeing a lot of people do acrobatics. When you come through a maneuver and you're swinging through, you have that energy. Pendulum sideways. So as you come out of that corner, you have energy to instantly soak up to somewhere. If you did nothing and bottom out or straightened out and pointed the wing upwards, you would balloon up. But instead, what we do is we instantly mash on the speed bar, and that turns all of that cornering energy into forward speed.
Forward momentum. All right, well, I'm going to go play around with my own pendulums. I got the new Dudek Snake 4 to give a review on. I'm excited for that. So we're going to hand you off to one of the other aviator instructors, Whitney Horkey. We saw her ripping around, so she'll be able to give us a fresh feel to what's happening out there and how the air was. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for
Thank
staying
you. Go
with
have
us.
fun. Hork, hork, hork. Horkatron,
Yo, 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 yo.
tell me a joke.
I don't know any. I'm not a joker.
Okay.
I'm
You want to
not.
hear a joke?
Yeah, please. Tell me a joke.
So a guy is screaming down the highway
Mm-hmm.
with a giant trailer full of donkeys.
Okay.
Is Sandy in the back?
No. No Sandy, just like 74 donkeys.
74 donkeys
He
in the
gets
back.
pulled over. And the officer walks up to him and he says, "Do you know why I pulled over?"
Uh-huh.
It's like, "Yeah, sorry, officer. I'm hauling ass."
But, psh. Did you fly tonight?
I did.
Yeah. Was that earlier?
I flew twice. I flew about 2 hours before sunset, and I flew about an hour before sunset.
Uh-huh.
2 hours before sunset was wallowy, thermic, and I was a little scared of my new motor, so it wallowed me, and we wallowed back.
Oh.
Travis Martin says hello in the chat.
Oh, hello, Travis Martin.
What's up, Travis Martin? Why aren't you here? Unless you are here and you're watching the stream, which is good. Continue to do that.
Uh-huh. Sorry, Travis Martin, for getting you confused with one of the Martin brothers back in the day.
There are many Martins. He's not one of them.
Correct. There are 11 Martin brothers, and then many more Martins.
Yeah.
Somebody asked earlier why you're not on the Scout.
Yeah, where aren't you? Why are you not on the Scout anymore,
So
man?
I still love my Scout.
Okay.
You will likely see me again on my Scout when it comes to the French World Championship Classic competition this year.
Very nice.
The setup on that is going to be a Scout with a factory R, and Miro, there's no chance he is watching this pod, but I need a variomatic prop because efficiency task will probably be somewhere in the Classic competition.
Yeah.
So rather than playing with this newfangled EFI because I don't like electronics,
Uh-huh.
that's why, I'm going to try the variomatic prop and see how that delivers.
Have
So,
you gotten to fly it yet?
I have not, no.
Okay. The feedback I've heard about it was that it's good. That people like it. Matt Cowan out near the Salton Sea. I know he was flying it.
Yep. Basically Miro's oldest son's godfather at this point.
Oh, that's a nice familial connection that you got there.
So I will be back on the Scout, but
Cool.
I wanted to be down here getting used to chill flying with my new machine.
Uh-huh.
And so far, we've had a little bit of tough weather, but tonight was magical.
Yeah. Have we talked about your new machine?
We have. James
Okay,
and I
cool.
covered a little bit. We talked about slalom, speed, horsepower,
Okay.
all that good stuff.
Oops.
I will say it's been interesting getting used to, if anything, I'm actually fairly used to left torque at this point,
Yeah.
and now mosters just feel completely weird.
Oh, sure. I suppose because your new one's left, right? Left.
Left, and
Right.
most of the time, if I'm flying a left torquing machine, it's an Atom, so you don't really have to think about it.
Yeah.
And even a 202 is a left torquing, but it's kind of tame.
Uh-huh.
This one is 9, 10 more horsepower than
It is
the Thor
not
202.
tame.
It is not tame. Yeah, when I punched full power, this is one of the few times I've been extremely scared of trying to climb more than 60% power.
Japers.
Yep. So hold a lot of right tip while I'm climbing.
Aha. Whee! Who we got up there doing wingy dingy flippy floppies? I don't think it's Ben. Whoop. Got a lot of splashdown out there.
Yeah.
I had a successful foot drag tonight on the water. No splishy splashies.
See, I'm keeping myself from doing a foot drag because there are very few Aries 260 props
Yeah.
in the world,
That's true.
much less the country.
Yeah, I sure wouldn't risk it.
Yeah.
Nope, not a chance.
Although the pond does look much cleaner this year.
It is fairly clean, I would say. I haven't seen anybody getting rashes yet.
Okay.
So, and there have been plenty of people swimming, unintentionally or intentionally.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago, I foot dragged the pond and I looked down, and basically my feet were painted in this milky green sludge.
Icky.
And I said, okay, that's enough of that.
That's pretty yucky.
And then I bought new shoes.
No, thank you. No, thanks. Thankfully we got that rain recently, and it helped kind of add some water level to the pond here. Let's see if Casey wants to go in the drink today. Yeah. Oh, okay, buddy. Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
My pleasure.
We always love to have everybody on the pod as we're filming it. Let's bring Wallow in, shall we? Unless you want to stay and hang.
Do you have any jokes for me?
I don't have any jokes for you, man. What has 4 legs and flies?
What?
A picnic table. Yeah.
Oh, good. Lucian and, well, Jillian's back. I hope Lucian's back.
Chili's back.
Where's Lucian? Oh, there he is.
Oh, I see we didn't take our limitless trike up. I hope there's a good reason for that.
It's funny. The default for me is no longer that tandems come back with passengers.
Oh, excuse me.
So there's this one time, there's a flight I had not too long ago where I was doing a tandem,
Uh-huh.
and I was letting my passenger fly.
Uh-huh.
And mid that, it was a Cosmos where the idle was tuned just a little bit too low.
Uh-huh.
So the engine went dead.
Oh, no.
We were at about 1,000 feet over an area that I kind of knew well, but it wasn't my favorite landing options.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, all right, you keep flying. You're doing great. He had no idea what he was doing, but he was doing great. And
Yeah.
I just kept on playing with the choke, playing with the starter, this and that and this and that. I'm like, oh, okay. Nope.
Okay.
The time has come where
Yeah.
I'm committing to landing out away from the airport. And thankfully, I kind of did a 360 to assess my options, and I found this one spot that actually Judson Graham and I had just landed there and just chilled for a hot second.
Yeah.
Puppy.
Ein.
Hi, puppy.
Einy boy.
Can you
Hi,
br-
Ein.
Can you bring the dog to the podcast? Hi, buddy.
His name's Ein.
Ein.
Come here,
Ein.
Einie. Hey, buddy boy. Good
Ein.
boy.
Ein.
We love dogs around here.
Good dog.
Always. Always love dogs.
So I landed in this gravel pit, basically. Not a full-fledged quarry gravel pit, but just
Okay.
a field that had gravel.
Yeah.
Got the engine started immediately after that.
Oh,
But, of course, I said, okay, this is too tight of a launch that I want to risk my passenger.
sure.
I know where we are. If you walk that way, there's a trailhead that I can pick you up at.
Uh-huh.
But he didn't have his phone, so it was kind of a leap of faith. But he did it anyways.
Uh-huh.
I solo, tandem, trike wing, full power in the morning, some cool
Nice.
vortices, and we just took right off, and I squeezed out of there.
Nice.
But then he's alone, and I fly back to his friend who's waiting his turn for the next tandem.
Uh-huh.
And I show up and I land, and he's like, where's Alex? I'm like, I kicked him off.
I kicked him off, sorry.
Then we got him, and
Oh,
everything
my
was good.
goodness. That's fantastic. All right, we're going to get Wallow on the feed here.
All right,
I'm
Wallow.
going to kick you out. Thanks, Luther. It's always a joy.
Luther.
Sorry,
Luther.
Johnson.
Luther is my secret
I have
identity.
I have Lucian mixed up. I know a Luther.
I've been called Bill Gates before, but
and
never
then the
Luther.
Johnson. My God. It's been a long day, all right?
All right, take care, Hokey.
See you later, buddy. Mr. Wallow.
Hey,
Yo, welcome, welcome.
how's it going?
It's going pretty well. You get up there and fly tonight?
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
I'm learning from the best. I got Jillian shades, so
You got the Jilly style.
I got the Jilly style.
That's
Hopefully I can get the lean back like her.
It's
It's a longer leg.
yeah, you got to grow legs that are longer, unfortunately. And,
Ah.
you and I both don't really get that.
Jill,
She can't hear you.
okay. She don't want them.
Nah, she doesn't need them.
They look better on me anyway.
Yeah, they do. With the grill and the
Yeah.
green, and the gold teeth, man. You got style.
No, that's all I got.
All right, we got all sorts of people coming in for some wild landings tonight because the wind has shifted. It's mostly cross now. Oh boy.
Yes.
There went Jimbo going all sorts of crazy on that snake.
Can we talk about how bold all these pilots are? It doesn't.
You flew tonight, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
There's,
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to demo out here.
Yes, there is.
So I think probably one of the best parts of Bad Apples, besides obviously chilling with your people,
Yeah.
is being able to try things out and seeing what fits you and your style.
Yeah.
And
Damn, that tip is stuck in. He sees it too. There you go.
you know, perfecting your flying capabilities.
Mhm. Yeah, coming out here is a great opportunity for you to, not necessarily show yourself off, but you get to try out those new skills you might have picked up over the season. You know, maybe you learned how to foot drag and you've never done that before. Well, the cool thing is at this field, well, when there aren't 100 people also flying,
Yeah.
it's a great field to like foot drag or just do like a really low pass down the whole way. And it's kind of fun. I've been seeing quite a few people practicing foot dragging on the water who have never done it before.
Yeah.
So,
And although, you know, you may get made fun of if you fall in the water.
Yeah.
This is the ideal place to do it. This is where I did my first water foot drag
Yeah.
because I know if I go in, there's people immediately there to save me.
Oh, getting deep there, Byler. He got real close to that post. Look at his face. He knows it too.
And you're not gonna drown.
No, you're not going to drown here. That's the best part about this pond. It's like
Yeah.
waist deep in the deepest part, maybe chest deep.
Yeah. If you're gonna try it, this is the place to try it.
Yep, this is the best one. It was fun. I was flying around tonight. There were there were 2 others of my exact wing color scheme, the stock color of my Sirocco. And so we grouped up at one point. We flew together.
Nice.
Yeah, because we all saw each other. We're like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Twinsies.
I love Bad Apples. Not only it's the biggest event in the country, but you get to see all your homies that you haven't seen for a year, and everybody gets back together.
Yeah, that's honestly my favorite part about this whole thing is reconnecting with people you haven't seen in a year or 2 or more.
Yeah.
Like my buddy Lucian, he had a horrible motorcycle accident like 2 years ago, so he's been recovering from that.
Yeah.
And so I haven't seen him, like hide nor hair of him. And he came back here this weekend to Bad Apples, and he got his first flight in after 2 years in front of all of us. He was brave enough and bold enough to do it in front of all of us.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did good.
Yeah, we're really proud of him.
Definitely. And landing was good too.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Any landing you can stand up on and walk away from, it's a great landing.
Oh yeah. I had a sketchy tandem,
Yeah, I watched it.
but we took off. Everything was great. Had
Yep.
a good flight. Had a good landing. Yep. but
That's what we want to see out of you is a successful launch. And the tandem passenger loved it. He had a great time, didn't he?
He did. He said, "I'm getting one."
Awesome. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
We got Jillian launching
Oh yeah, the lean back.
with the stees.
The lean back.
There you go, girlfriend.
That's her signature move right there.
There you go. Heck yeah, baby.
Yes. So clean.
Always. Jillian Wintermute, instructor extraordinaire, Ozone team pilot,
Yes.
3rd place finisher at the Paramotor Stoll Classics.
Yeah, second place, right next to me.
Yeah, that's me. I'm number 2, baby.
Number 2.
Number 2. Still plenty of pilots in the sky tonight. We've got pretty decent winds aloft up there still. And down here on the ground, it's shifted. So earlier when I launched, it was just right down the pipe,
Yeah.
which was great. Great launching. And
Water.
we've got Casey coming in here for a little water touch. Let's see if he gets in the drink.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, full Sendy Casey's.
So,
This is my man.
what are we up to this year?
Like 5 or 6.
5 or 6?
I think.
I think the record's 9.
Yeah. There were 4 in one day. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
A lot of people wanted to get wet yesterday. Hey, it was hot out.
Yeah.
It was hot out.
It
I don't
was-
blame them. I don't blame them for that. All sorts of folks landing there. Excellent. Oh, we got coming back for another foot track. Maybe he's going for pond splash number 2. Maybe not.
Gotta line that up.
Nice there.
It's weird behind those trees. This is not the ideal wind for that pond.
No, it definitely isn't. And the earlier in the session, right, it was coming right down the runway, basically.
Yeah.
And that made it pretty well. When I did my foot drag, it was quite smooth.
Yeah.
But, of course, as the evening went on, more and more people did the foot drags, so that whole chunk of air was just destroyed.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, there's another
a
one.
splashdown. Wah,
Yep.
wah, wah. You know, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's truly inevitable. Person is fine. They're up out of the water. They're walking back to shore. See, ain't no thing but a chicken wing, right?
3 foot pond all around. It's
yeah.
great.
Yeah. Yep. And we've got our response team heading out just to make sure all is good out there. It looks to be fine, which is great.
Yeah, you get to be Facebook famous for a day. if you go in.
Yeah. Yeah, you get your 15 minutes of fame
Yeah.
on the Gone in the Drink. Now, here's what I heard was proposed. Everybody who goes in the water has to pay a $50 fee, right? Just a $50. Oh,
Yeah.
I went in the drink. I pay $50.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, everyone who went in the water, they do a drawing, right? Or maybe you split it in two. You split the pot in two, and half of it gets donated to the Bad Apples.
Yeah.
And half of it goes to one of the random water draws.
That'd be great.
Like, how many more people would go in the water
Right.
with the potential to win the pot of whatever, how much money it would be? I think it would be a great idea. I'm pitching it out there, guys, to the universe.
I got my feet wet today.
Did you know?
I did.
We'll call it the floating apples.
The floating
The
apple.
floating apple. Oh, the
Bobbing.
Bobbing
The
for
bobbing
apples.
for apples,
There we
yes.
go. We're trademarking it right here.
Yes.
You heard it.
Bobbing for apples.
Yep. Bobbing for bad
Tandems.
apples.
I've seen quite a few tandems tonight.
Yeah, there have been several tandems tonight. A lot of folks getting up there in the sky that have never been able to do it before and are curious about how it works. And it's a lot of fun to be able to see the excitement in people's eyes.
Yeah. And I love that there's no charge.
Yeah.
People are just there.
Yeah.
They're doing it for the first time and loving it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of enthusiastic tandem pilots out here, too, that
Oh, yeah.
want to give tandems. Oh,
Definitely.
you want to go up? Let's go. Let's go.
It's practice for us.
Yeah.
And it's a once in a lifetime experience for the other person.
Yeah, it sure is. Whoa, that's a cool looking cart. It's got a
Ooh,
custom fuel tank back there. Looking like the Kaiser over there.
There's still quite a few in the air. Is it sundown yet?
Hey there, John. Yeah. Yes, it is. It's about 10 past now. So everyone flying here is still under that 30-minute after sunset
Strobes
period.
coming out.
Yeah, all the strobes are coming out now. We're watching all the blinky guys. Last few stragglers going for the pond hit across the water there as more and more people start thinking about maybe coming in. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, that was a touch.
Get that splash.
Touch and go.
Splash and go.
Splash and go.
Ugh.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah. Is that Leah? Oh, that's totally Leah.
Is it?
She's in orange. It must be Leah.
I think that's Eduardo.
Is that Eduardo?
I think that's Eduardo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he stole Leah's style.
He did. He got the same wing and same shoes.
Come on, Casey. Go around again.
And Kyle's going on the Icon.
Yeah.
That's a fun wing. Have you flown it?
I've not flown it yet.
Oof.
Was that Matt Minyard who I saw do like a wingtip drag on the water with that thing?
On that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, but
somebody was flying it today, this evening, and demoing it, and it was
that is a
dynamic looking.
Yeah, that's a fun wing.
Yeah. Oh boy, what is this guy doing? All right. All sorts of folks coming into land. There we go. Oh, just to the knees.
Oh.
That's okay. Man,
They got tired.
first 20, 30 flights of mine, I landed on my knees.
Yeah.
I didn't know what landing on my feet meant.
I face planted quite a few times.
Yeah. Now is the time of the night where the wind is calming down. The wind direction is still generally out of the southwest. But, yeah, you got folks like that who got a little bit gift-wrapped
Oh, yeah.
on their landing. I bet you anything that wing just fell right down on top as they landed. But he's like, whatever, we'll just walk it off. He's like, okay, it's attached. I can just drag it.
Oh,
Got
not the
the-
wheel drag.
Got the trike wheel
The wheel
drag.
drag.
Oh, yeah, steezy.
Oh, man. That's sketchy. I can't do
He's
it.
still walking off with that wing on there. That's a good look. Gotta say.
So nonchalant.
Yeah, he's like, okay, well, I've accepted my fate. This is my life now. Nice little landing there. Excellent. There he goes.
Got another foot
He's
drag.
gonna get dripped on by Eduardo, you said. Maybe.
it?
There you go. He took the step off. Whee!
It's a pep frame. Yeah, that's Eduardo.
Okay, that's Eduardo.
Yeah. That's Eduardo.
I haven't learned all my frames. You know, from a distance, it looks like a Liberty frame. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's probably a Liberty. Ooh. Purple wing out there is cutting it up. Love it. Oh. Yo.
Oh,
That was a very close call right there. Oh, buddy.
Oof.
Climb it out. Climb it out.
Wow.
Sheesh Louise. This is why you always want to be watching as you're coming into land. You got to predict other people's other pilots' movements.
Yeah, I've definitely had to go around quite a few times before I could land.
I think I sent it about 2 or 3 times around before I finally slotted in and got my spot.
You definitely can't kill your engine here when you're coming in.
No, there's no killing it at 100 feet here because you got to commit to that spot or be ready to go around like that fella did.
Yep.
In that moment. Is that Keenan? I think that's Keenan. Yeah, my man Keenan. He was in one of my training classes on that Roadster. Pink, blue, green Roadster there. That looks like someone I know. I know so many of these pilots.
Yes.
There we go. Kyle's going up on the icon again. That looks
He's
like
so graceful.
Looks like Steve English, putting some English on it there.
So graceful.
Yeah.
There's Ariana.
Ariana, bye. See you later.
She's like, yeah, whatever.
She got places to go.
Yeah.
We got Chris Ocker.
Jillian
maybe.
coming in.
I think that's Chris Ocker doing the water. Oh, yeah, there's Jill setting her down nice and pretty like.
Yes.
I think that's Chris. Yeah, that's Ocker. Getting it done.
That's beautiful. Perfect all the way.
Putting on a class. My man, he loves that. That's that Freeride 14. It's a little rocket ship.
That's a 14?
That's a 14. Yeah, sure is. Ooh, who we got here?
Not right now, man.
Is that the Yuta or the Kanguk? That frame.
The one he's flying?
Yeah. It might not have been. That might have been the Kestrel, actually. Ooh, that's a low one. Oh, he's the one that had to do the go-around. Okay, well, he's just sending it. All right. Lots of folks making some landing decisions tonight. About time. It's 8:41.
Oh, yeah.
Running out of our daylight period.
Sunset is coming.
Got to light this up. Got to send lights up. Yeah. That person up there has lights on their shoes. I saw them flying around earlier, and they were kicking like their legs around, and I'm like, "What the heck? Your feet are blinking."
The LA gears.
Yeah, yeah.
The old school LA gears.
LA gears, baby. That LA gear swag. Nice little.
Oh, so fast.
Eh? Who is talking with Whitney? Who are you?
I am Wallow.
You are Wallow. He's the one and only Wallow.
I am Wallow.
Introduce yourself, yes, officially.
So, I am Wallow. I am a PPG pilot. I've been flying for 3.5 years. I've actually competed alongside Whitney.
Yeah, this is my man over here. We went head to head.
Yeah. Obviously, she's an amazing pilot.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, thank you, Wallow. You have been a blast.
Yeah.
It's been fun sitting here talking with you and sharing your knowledge with the crew.
I try.
I always love to hang out with this guy.
This is my homie right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh. We can continue to hang as long as we got people flying. I think we'll keep the feed going a little bit longer. Daylight's fading, so, you know, the shots are starting to get a little rough, but we've got a few people still doing their foot drag attempts. This guy's coming in again.
Jill took her glasses back.
Did she? Oh,
yeah.
Well, I mean, that's only fair.
Yeah.
There's Tommy D.
That Freeride 14 is so fast.
Yes, it is. Ocker flies it like nobody's business.
I've flown a 14 before. I don't like it.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. You got to know your limits.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you know, I've noticed that with a lot of folks that are kind of in that caliber of pilot where you can absolutely rip it on a 14, but that's not your daily driver.
no.
It's not what you go out for a nice leisurely flight on.
Right.
You go and put 10, 15 minutes on that and you land and you're like, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
It's like the parakites, you know?
Yeah.
Like today, it was windy before, maybe like 5, 6 people in the air. And I took out my mullet.
Oh, yeah.
And I was playing around with it 15 minutes, and then I was done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's enough for us. Indeed. Some nice hoop lights on this person coming in to land. There's Chris Ocker hitting it again on the foot drag.
It's just getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the conditions now are pretty darn good for it.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's way less people doing it. The air is not even nearly as chunky. And now's the opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that hoop.
Yeah.
That's nice.
We got a few more folks up there enjoying the last few minutes of the flying window. It's been a lovely day. I'm really glad that it has finally cooled off.
Yeah.
Boy,
And
oh
no
boy,
rain.
it was nasty. And no rain, no storms. I say that now, knock on wood.
Yeah.
But the last year it was pretty dynamic with the storms on, I don't know, Friday or Saturday night, and kind of put a wrench in everything. But this year the weather, albeit hot, has been pretty good. Wish the wind was a little bit more cooperative for us, but you know, we've still been getting it done every day. People have been flying.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, I feel like if you got it, you fly it.
Yes, absolutely.
Here goes Kyle with his smooth landings, as always.
Oh yeah, hippity hoppity. Nice.
That's what you expect from a first place national winner.
Yeah, Mr. National or Paramotor Stoll Classics first place winner right there.
Yeah. Let's not blow his head up too big. His body can't support it.
That's true. It's such a tiny little body. I don't know how he holds up what he's got.
Exactly.
Got a tandem coming in for a nice steezy landing there. Very nice. Love to see it.
I love that color.
Yeah, the deep red. That's a good one. Oh, we got another person up there with a nice hoop netting or a hoop lighting.
That
That's
Piper
sweet.
too. I've seen a lot of those today.
Yeah, they've been breaking out more into the scene here.
Oh yeah.
We've got a little Baja going on here. Run, girly, run. Yes. Nice. Not sure who that is. If that, I don't know if that's Veronica. No, I don't think that's Veronica.
No.
I don't remember who's on the BGD. So we're going to be starting to wrap up our stream here tonight. We really appreciate being able to bring this live stream to you guys. You know, here at the Ozone Aviator tent at Bad Apples at Hodges Field 2025. It's been a blast talking to all the people who've come onto the stream, sharing their expertise, their insights, and their excitement to be here. I can't thank our sponsors of the event itself enough. I don't have that list in front of me, but there are many of them, and we really appreciate every last one of them.
Yes.
Big ups to our camera crew out there, sweating their faces off. Brennan out there roaming around on the mobile unit. Reese out there on the tripod, getting the foot drags on the water. Bobby behind the scenes here, pressing all the buttons, making sure that we can give everybody the information. There he is, my man Bobby over here on the dark screen. And a big shout out to the Bad Apples organization, just all here doing the best that they can. There's Sandy out there kind of looking at the last few stragglers out there in the sky.
Regulating.
Regulating, yeah.
Regulators.
Mount up. Nice. Oh, nice little landing there. Ooh, with the hoop lights on that trike. So again, we really appreciate everybody Everybody is doing
Oh,
a really great job flying here. We haven't had any issues, and boy, we really appreciate everybody. Kristen says goodbye.
boss lady.
Thank you, everybody, again to the sponsors. We will see you guys soon on another interesting live stream coming soon to you guys from Aviator Paramotor. And remember, guys, if you don't already, like, comment, and subscribe on our channel. Hit that like button and subscribe to the Aviator channel because, boy, we got all sorts of great content coming out constantly. Hey, guys, we love you very much. Keep watching our channel. And next time on the Aviator Show, we'll see you later.